play on that
Oh,
defensive
yes,
front.
sir.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and
You
on
about
and
to
on.
run
Just
this. He ain't
elite
passing.
level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Oh, come
Right
on,
through
bro.
his hands. They came
Good
out attacking,
deflection.
wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big
This
chance on
nigga
that
said
one.
deflection.
Quarterback could not have walked that
Nigga,
ball,
what did you deflect?
placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw.
He was
Right
scared.
out, deep
I
downfield.
don't
You
know
got
why I
to finish
picked
the
that
play.
time. My fault.
Offense calls a timeout
It
here.
was going to get bad.
Critically
I seen
important
it.
to make
Pyro.
sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Let me go score. Stop. We already know how this nigga play.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They're setting up the screen. Bounced off his feet.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the Golden Bears will move the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Time to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ott. And how about that catch?
Yo, you trying to get shifty with him, huh,
So
twin?
dangerous, this guy.
And that's why
trying
for
to
the
get
offensive
7 on the
coordinator, you've got to
board.
find as many ways as possible to
feel you.
get this guy going. Just get him the ball.
Type
Along the
shit.
line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hand.
And he's got it. Touchdown,
love-
Cal.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra
I like to
quarter
run the
of time
ball.
in this football game.
You know what I'm saying?
Trailed a little bit in the first half,
Feel
stayed
you.
calm. If this
I
passing
like
game
it.
can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Sometimes you don't got
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Took you a minute to get it.
Alright, I
And
ain't
we're
fuck up
all
not one
square
time.
as he's set to kick it away.
Yeah.
Came off the 1 and got that hoe.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Come on, white boy.
And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Ott.
Oh, don't quit. Don't be like the last Alabama that they quit. Just a connection.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got his man in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And I just
dancing on
love
the
the
field,
execution
my boy.
by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the
Okay.
lead. You want to get
Talk
that
your shit
momentum
then,
on your
Twin.
side. They do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kick is good, but the
low
penalty
blow.
flag indicates we've got a
Low
roughing the
blow,
kicker ball
low
coming.
blow.
So the offense, more than happy with the results of the play, will decline the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Feeling the heat as he lets it go.
Man, don't come back on
And
that,
it
man.
slips through his
That's a
fingers.
pick every time.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge
All you
gain
gotta
if
do
he
is
could have
just try to-
squeezed it.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking for a deep man.
Give me that. Oh my.
Intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return. but
Jamie
he'll
Miller
settle
throwing
for
the game,
and
boy.
setting his offense up at the 24.
And this is obviously not a great start.
I don't know why he underthrew that bitch.
You didn't tap it, nigga. You held that bitch down.
So let's
On
see
God,
how
I
they
didn't.
play it
I
in this
tapped that
final
bitch.
30 seconds of the
That's why I
first
was
half.
leading him.
He wants to throw. Trying
Get
to
it
get
up.
to him.
Good pass.
Caught in the backfield.
Okay.
It's Ott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Are you running this bitch?
Looking to throw. And that ball is picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity
That was
just
crazy.
before the end of the half.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit it while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it and create an interception.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit. I knew that shit was gonna be wide
Number 3
open.
on the day.
Cut that.
And he'll be brought down.
I
And
knew that
that's
shit was
how
gonna be
we'll
wide
end
open.
the
That's why I was
first
on
half.
it. When I saw that nigga break. Let's go. I knew you trying to score, boy.
That motherfucker was over.
That shit was over. I closed that bitch. Slam that bitch.
It's gonna be a good little game, man.
Nah, nigga, I'm about to score. What you mean?
To it to start the second
Shit
half.
out here ugly, nigga. I just need the ball.
I ain't gonna let you run that bitch
The
back.
ball squirts
We have more
through the end
time.
zone.
You already
That'll be a
know.
touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Come on now, Scud.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets
Lucky
the first
little
down.
nigga, man.
As that was done on third down and short, no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Oh,
Getting
shit.
some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations that they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after you.
What?
Niggas do it like
And
the
the
route on the
Bears
fucking
are
screen.
moving quickly down the field.
Fuck the we throw it away from the nigga.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Tired.
I'll
see
tell you,
what you
run the
doing.
play call on first down here. You're
I
just
see
trying
what
to
you
find
doing.
easy
Nah, my running
completion.
back,
The shortest throw on the field. The quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Lost to fire on second down. They're working that left side.
Fuck that nigga, man.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Golden Bears will snap it on first and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
This nigga still tired. He putting that work in.
Now from inside the red
Get
zone.
up out of there.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does
Oh, you
not
one of
share
them
the
weak
ball
ass
with anybody
niggas.
else
Nigga, that's
and
easy
play in the
cake work,
sandbox.
nigga.
They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it,
You the one that
and
need the
they
ball.
maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. leaves this offense with a fresh set of downs. And you want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does in this next one.
Makes the grab on the left. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Quarterback touch
Come
pass
on,
on the
you missed
jet
the block.
sweep. He is stopped behind the line of
You
scrimmage.
missed
They'll
the
finish yards on
right
that.
there.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Oh my God.
Complete downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle.
That shit is crazy.
First
Yeah,
down
we
in
ain't
the
got
red
that,
zone
huh?
at the 10. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked
Hey,
great
man.
on the grease board,
Once the
but when
game
they
ends, I
blow
want
it
you to
up
do me a
like
favor. I
that,
want
the
you to go to
defense
your
is going to
Twitch.
win every time.
I want you got down, hit the follow button on my shit. Alright?
Can
My
the D
shit.
deny them
The
on
real
2nd
Rag
and
Goose.
goal?
RAGU. The real Rag Goose.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And
I'm
the
live right
pressure
now,
gets
nigga.
there. And down
So
he
you gotta
goes at the 18.
You go back and watch film and shit.
The
Yeah,
offense
so
right now is
type
moving
shit.
in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a
You
touchdown.
ain't
on
even
first
there,
down play.
motherfucker.
Now giving up the
Twin.
negative play
Stop
on second
plugging,
down.
for
You
real.
got to be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
He'll toss it. And this one will
I
be
ain't
stopped
good,
for
bro.
no
Come on,
gain.
bro.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You
Nigga,
know
I've
it's
been
3rd
stopping.
and long, you know the
Good
pass
score,
goes
I'm
covered,
not
defense
good.
was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Smashes through the tackle. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because
And it is another interception. Just a
Hey, man,
terrible
the
start
real
for this
Rag Goose.
quarterback.
Alright?
And the offense makes the
Appreciate
tackle
you,
in
guys.
frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Saying that now for you goddamn close up. I knew it. I knew he was gonna close up. But it's what I do to these niggas on here, man. I put a belt to these niggas on this shit. Nigga ain't score at the 7th. And he had Alabama, like. Quit playing with me on this shit. That's crazy. We got LSU. Hit this window.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will put total leather and will get started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and defense filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pass, it's Gus Meyer. Makes his connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll try to get the first through the air. They're bringing heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Second down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defense. I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Snares it outside. It's Anderson. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score. It feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the run. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking the play. To the air. It's Lagway. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires toward the target. Makes a connection.
Oh, wow.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yo,
Yeah, and you're
yo,
taught to
can
find
you hear
that
me?
space. Now, don't run right when you're
Yo,
a zone defender.
you
He's
got no
sitting there
mic?
looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the
my
tight
fault.
end finding
Cut
that
your mic
hole.
on.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the running back. The Gators will have a 1st down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
2nd and 10 here. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important that the defense is honest. You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
like that on the shit. Now you go get
Splits
the
the
stop.
uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas.
But ain't no fucking way.
Makes a move.
Come on.
Just a tremendous
Straight
return.
up the
Great
motherfucker.
run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open
Come on, man.
target.
You in front of the fucking. You running in front of this nigga.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him
What
from
the shit
getting
is
a
that?
first down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure.
Oh, I've been through it.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
I've been through it, man.
This offense has a second down play. The handoff to Johnson. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got him downfield. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
There's a reason third down is called money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Hit somebody.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty.
First ball? I don't know what the fuck was that. Hey, come on, man.
Ready to boot it away and
That was
open the
1-on-1.
second
All you
half.
gotta do is throw the ball. I'm finna catch that hoe. I had that nigga blocked out and everything.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good...
He's off to the races.
Come on,
And an
man.
explosive
Finna find it
play
out.
has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
What the dog? I put the wrong play. No way. I put the wrong play. Wow.
Terrible, terrible play.
Ah,
Big
this is bullshit.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He's going to let it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their...
And he intercepts it. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the
Yeah,
route.
he's
Patience
just setting
and
up there.
really setting it up. Got to the defender,
Just
was
setting
able
up
to put
there
his
on
foot
that
in the
board.
ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Going for 6. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw.
That's a pick.
Snagged in the middle. It's
I would
Parker.
have dove for that bitch in
Makes
real
the
life.
grab and he's dragged down. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
I thought he
They
could have run
thought they
away.
could just run it on third and short, but this
I
defense
beat
was
that
there
nigga
to
out.
make the stop.
On defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their
Ravioli
offense.
roasty.
If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about
Macaroni
loss. You have to
Cheerios.
sell out to get the ball back.
You gotta
But
go
jet
down for
sweep
the score.
pass. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down. and that's all that matters.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
I knew he was gonna fumble. I knew it.
Things. And the offense will maintain
I should have called
possession.
timeout.
Son,
I mean, I
that
should have
ball
let the
must
clock
be
run out.
riveted to your rib
Let
cage.
me try it. Oh, that shit.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Fuck formation is this?
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown.
GG, my boy.
That might do it.
Get him up out of here. Hey, follow me on Twitch. Hey, goddamn, the real Ragu. The real RAGU. And you can, you know what I'm saying? You can watch the film on how to whoop your ass. Show me out, bye-bye. So go ahead and get the stop, because all you can do is try to throw that bitch.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch,
Put the
called
fork in
for
this
and
nigga,
made.
man.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
I saw that
Catch
shit.
in the middle, it's Lacey. Brought
That was a
down at
dangerous
the
pass, my boy.
47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Got the quick pass.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on the
Come on,
start.
y'all. We can't.
He's got it.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Oh,
He
it just
just
touched
about
the
put this game away if he'd been able
Touched
to
that boy.
hold on to
He
that
was
one.
dropped.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see
That
if
was
they
it.
throw it again.
like I say.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. He wants it all.
Come on, man. I seen
And
that
this
shit.
will be caught. Touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Wow, unbelievable. This is crazy. And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
He wants to throw it. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This nigga threw a dangerous ass ball to the end zone, and my safety didn't see that shit the
And
whole
they've
way.
tied it up in the final minute with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you. Get yourself in position to win.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
That's a fucking flag, bro. That's a fucking flag.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall.
Jesus
incomplete.
Christ,
The defense
bro. Ain't no
almost
way.
came up with a turnover.
That's why you
This
drop that
really
shit.
has been a
Because there's no way to
masterclass
see
by the
shit.
quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already
Hey,
seen him
bro,
throw
you
multiple
need
touchdown
dirty.
passes in
This is
the game. He's
the-
understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it.
1-on-1. Let's go.
Got his man downfield. All kinds of room to the right.
Nigga,
Touchdown,
fall down.
Florida. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
The
The
extra
real
point
Ravens
is
probably
good,
on
and
Twitch at
now
the
in
real
the fourth,
Ravens.
they're up
Nah,
by a
running
touchdown
them,
and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Stop this shit.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going up top here late in the game. He just about put this game away if you've been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier.
Damn, bro.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way.
Come on, 14.
And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as
GG, my
time
man.
has
The real
expired.
Ragu. Follow me on Twitch, man. RAGU. Oh, ass.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like...
This nigga, I got Indiana. I had to get Indiana, and this nigga Alabama. Fuck.
Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land,
Indiana
the
with the all
Indiana
white
Hoosiers.
and the
48
nice
Sports
red,
College Football.
green,
I'm
red,
Chris
color
Davis,
shit,
joined here in
scarlet
the booth
red,
by
what the hell?
David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Fa, fa, fa. Fa, fa.
The Hoosiers will kick it away first. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made.
Oh, what is up with this shit?
Will take the penalty.
Fuck if he a 65. He's gonna get ready in the motherfucking game, cuz. Oh shit.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen...
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Throw a pick and I wasn't. Throw a pick, I wasn't even on the game.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Rourke. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hand off from the shotgun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Might as well give it to him again.
Defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. A strike downfield. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
That's a crazy-ass catch.
And the Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that
Can I
has to
do
do with
this shit?
trusting your guy.
I put belts ass on this shit.
Knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Defense not showing press coverage. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buys a little time. He's going to fire to the left. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Go ahead, Quentin, better get ugly.
Always open. They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pocket starts to collapse. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Rourke. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Push my nigga back. Finish it.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the going downfield for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pressure coming. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
I know football, nigga.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
That's bad.
He's going
That's
for a
bad.
big play
That's
downfield.
bad. That's bad.
Got it in stride inside the 20.
I knew I should have
And he
blitzed.
ran away
All
from the
I had
crowd,
to do
and
was
he'll
stay
take
home.
it in.
Hold down.
Touchdown time.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the
You got
half,
lucky because
get
I
all the
blitzed. I
juices,
shouldn't
all
have
the
blitzed. I should have stayed
excitement.
home.
Listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Alright,
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Oh, shit.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. He'll call his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he puts through the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You
Let me
got to
run
go
my-
out.
let me run my
You got to
shit.
call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
To throw, it's Rourke. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. He wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner is stopped. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Indiana 17, Alabama 14.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fair catch, called for and made. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news...
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he breaks into the open. And a tremendous return on the play. He's brought
That
down.
nigga didn't even have possession.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
The back goes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on third down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run.
Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick off.
Come on, y'all. We gotta do something, man.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quarterback checking off. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Dude,
Takes
what?
a hit as he releases
Come
it, just
on,
spiked
man.
it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score now at 21, Indiana 17.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Watch this. He go 2 o'clock.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. stuffing the run for nothing. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Hit this
And
nigga.
there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on fourth. Try to get it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
What's that bullshit, man? What's that bullshit? Well, we went on like a 3-game win streak. 2, 3. We'll end it off at that. Y'all have a good night. And shit. We out.